Gameranx presents Top 10 Trailers Better Than the Game. Talk about false advertising, right? Number 1. Haze. The 2007 reveal of Haze touted it to be the Halo killer. It was going to be this awesome game, and honestly, the first trailer actually looked pretty promising. But then again, do you remember Haze? Haze came out to critical disappointment and really wasn't anything of a Halo killer, and it was actually a pretty damn mediocre first-person shooter. PlayStation fans were looking for the ultimate Halo killer, and the build-up for this was huge, but the disappointment was even bigger. Number 2. Hellgate London. The release of Hellgate London quickly built up a huge following after the release of lengthy cinematic trailers. However, the final game really disappointed. While not a huge disappointment at about a 71 average on Metacritic, fans of the original release hype definitely were disappointed. Number 3. Mass Effect 3. Do we even need to go there with Mass Effect 3? Mass Effect 3 might have been one of the most polarizing games to be released this generation. The trailers leading up to the release seemed so epic and so exciting, and everything was going to come to a close. All your decisions were going to matter in the epic consequences of the big war against the Reapers. Nope, not at all. Turns out you just got either a red, a blue, or a green ending. Fuck you! Your decisions and consequences didn't shape the world, and ultimately the final product was a bit of a lie for some people. Number 4. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2. Did you guys see the initial big reveal trailer for this? It showed our hero Starkiller being revealed once again after being killed in the first one, spoilers, to enter an arena and slay multiple Rancors. It was one of the most epic Star Wars things you've ever seen, and ultimately the game turned out to be none of that. Not only was it none of that, but it also was much worse than The Force Unleashed 1 and was kind of an unnecessary sequel. Number 5. Lair. Lair's 2007 E3 reveal trailer looked to be amazing. It looked so cool, flying dragons everywhere, doing amazing things, and when the final game came out, it turns out you couldn't do any of that stuff. The gameplay and controls were too horrible to even do anything cool in the game. This big letdown ultimately led to no one really knowing what Lair was. You can probably find it at your local game store in the bargain bin. Number 6. Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is definitely the best game on this list. There's no denying it's a pretty great, solid game. But close to its release, the trailers were picked apart to reveal that the game ultimately didn't have the polished, shiny look that the trailers had given it. And a lot of people were pretty pissed off at that misrepresented product. That being said, Dark Souls 2, pretty awesome. Number 7. Aliens: Colonial Marines. Do we really need to talk about this one? You guys know about this. Aliens: Colonial Marines was developed by Gearbox and hyped up to be this awesome, amazing game. And we got to see really cool trailers and really cool gameplay trailers, lengthy gameplay trailers, showing gameplay that looked amazing. The ultimate final product turned out to, of course, be a pretty terrible game, with a lack of any fear or tense moments that were shown in trailers. And with the aliens hype behind it and the awesome looking graphics, we all rushed to pre-order it, only to receive a game that looked like an early Xbox game. I almost don't even want to finish this list because I'm so disappointed with Aliens: Colonial Marines. But anyway, moving on. Number 8. Watch Dogs. Now, you guys probably knew this was going to show up on the list. Game trailers that totally were disappointing compared to the final game. Watch Dogs is a perfect example of that. The initial E3 reveal of Watch Dogs is still one of the most watched game videos on YouTube. It was an absolutely incredible demonstration of gameplay and graphics, none of which we really received. That being said, the final Watch Dogs game isn't that bad, but it is nowhere near what the original trailers represented. Number 9. Killzone 2. The 2005 E3 reveal of Killzone 2 gave us an absolutely gorgeous trailer that many of us watched multiple times. It was the most incredible thing and was touted to be the absolute awesome power of the early PlayStation 3 processing. With beautiful graphics, amazingly fluid animations, and draw distances, we were told that this was what the game would ultimately look like upon its release. 3 years later, when the game finally came out, it was revealed to not be anything like that original trailer. Killzone 2 is absolutely still awesome, but a major, major letdown compared to that original 2005 E3 trailer. Look at it, it's crazy. Number 10. Dead Island. Dead Island is the picture-perfect answer of a game trailer being way better than the game. The original Dead Island trailer depicted a scene that was absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, sorrowful, terrifying. A scene of a girl in slow motion being thrown out of a window after she became a zombie and attacked her parents. It was deep, it was terrifying, it was beautiful, and Dead Island turned out to be none of those things. Dead Island ended up being just an open-world hack-and-slash type of game, which isn't terrible, but it is nowhere near what the original Dead Island trailer set it up to be. Thank God, with Dead Island 2, the new trailer for that is similar, but it shows us what we expect: stupid zombie action. Sometimes I still sit back and wonder what a Dead Island game would be like if it was actually like the first trailer that we got for it. So those were the top 10 trailers that turned out to be much better than the final game. Guys, let us know in the comments what trailers you saw that got you so pumped for a game but you were ultimately disappointed. What trailers have you seen that are nowhere near as awesome as the game that you got to play? Also, for more lists like these, be sure to subscribe to gameranx TV, youtube.com/gameranxtv, and give this video a like. It definitely helps us out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.